And I said that we have to change the forward line of parliament. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to win election.
Call when President came for his thank you tour, not the other thank you tour, the proper thank you tour of President Mahama. Proper thank you tour of President Mahama as President flag bearer. What cannot be said, Mr. President, we can say it.
Sir, a conflict, NDC one, then a be brutal rough. And no better than Grandpa saying, a year Canada, Japan, ni baumia internal conflict now is see what Ghana has said. No, there is no smoke without fire, and there's no fire without smoke. So for now, we are just smelling a little bit of smoke. We are not confirming any fire. But the little smoke we are smelling, we are inhaling, we can sense there will be a fire. You know, these politicians, instead of them to come together and fight the common cause to better the lives of Ghanaians, after gaining power, they are rather thinking about their future, thinking about what they can do next. Because right now, they've secured the power already. So whether they perform or not, they doesn't care about the common Ghanaian again. There are floods. Floods are happening. Floods. And when so to people are losing their properties. But this doesn't concern the politician. They are rather thinking about what they will do next. Their aim. They want to achieve their aim. They will come and rule us and still say every year it will rain and still there will be floods all over the country, especially Greater Accra region. Now, the smoke that we are smelling is between Asiedu Nketia and Haruna Iddrisu. So Haruna Iddrisu respond to a jab from Asiedu Nketia. Should you call it a jab? And answer your friend and say a speech, okay, or reply to a speech Asiedu Nketia gave in one of his thank you tours. You know, over a year now, yes, over a year now, let's say it that way. Asiedu Nketia has embarked on a thank you tour. Nobody knows the source of the thank you tour. But in his speeches, no, you could see, say, the thank you tour is about addressing the NDC internal issues with the NDC people in whatever constituency that he finds himself. Because normally you see him talking about NDC internal issues. So his recent speech during this thank you tour, and Okoka said, he was the one who led the NDC to power. And some of his strategies as a coach, he sees himself as a coach of the NDC. And to another coach of NDC, you know, he used some strategy to win power for the NDC. And when I was starting to say or introduce that particular strategy, you know, even the president of Ghana, then the flag bearer, didn't agree. But at the end of the day, almost succeeded.
Who should be the minority? We got over that. Then new things were emerging. And I said that we have to change the forward line of parliament. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to win election. President Mahama disagreed with me. But I said that, look, you have elected me as chairman of this party. I am the coach of the party going into the election. So let me make the changes that will win us the election. When we win, we all enjoy together. Since I made that change, I say, my brother Haruna said somewhere, the other guy, Muntaka, he also said something. Let people come, new people come, and you sit on the bench and watch. There was hell. And people started thinking that somebody who has been my friend for more than 20 years has certainly become my enemy. I said, how can Haruna become my enemy? He cannot become my enemy. But I am a coach, and I must watch how our opponents are playing, so that I also arrange my things for us to be able to win. when we did the arrangement, we went into the election. The victory that NDC got in 2024, have you seen any such victory in Ghana since the beginning of the Fourth Republic? We won. After winning, I told President Mahama that we cannot ignore Muntaka and Haruna in the setting up of our government. So they need to be given big positions. President Mahama agreed and they gave them big positions. And we are working together. So if you are in Tamale here and you are forming groups, Haruna group, Asiedu Nketia group and so on, it is not our case. It is your case in Tamale here. It's not us. Because we are working together. And so, Chief, I just came to thank you and to assure our followers that NDC will continue to be one. There will be struggle for positions. There will be times people will be angry, others will be smiling. But at the end of the day, when we are struggling for things, we must make sure that the vehicle we are traveling in together will remain intact. Don't let us carry our differences in ways that will destroy the NDC vehicle that keeps us in power. So I want to thank you very much. I want to thank the good people of Tamale South and appreciate the work you have been doing, and we expect you to do more in the coming elections. Thank you, and may God bless you.
I think this is what Haruna Iddrisu there. And also in Tinga or talking about the STEM school and so on while the president was there. And now making a statement and they say the president made a thank you to. Now and yet those curtain raisers thank you to. But
legacy, an enduring legacy, was to have this Boale College of Education established in this area. And I recall when President came for his thank you tour, not the other thank you tour, the proper thank you tour of President Mahama. Proper thank you tour of President Mahama as President Flag Bearer. What cannot be said because we can say it. A proper thank you of President Mahama, not the curtain raiser one. Not the curtain raiser one. When President Mahama came for his thank you, he assured the people of Tinga, thanks to your MP, that they will get a dedicated STEM school. We will be there shortly. That school, when you start from kindergarten, you will see your end at senior high school in the same building. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce to you your own son, President of the Republic, who keeps his word. He said,
this is the smoke that is coming up, and very soon there will be fire. Because I treasure boy analysis, and no first time I'm joining, but bonus subscribe now. I will can't